Chasing neon lights. That little clip was captured on the DJI Osmos Nano. I've been using this to capture BTS little videos as I'm doing my solo photography walks. And the reason why I was so fascinated with these neon signs and these neon lights throughout the city, no pun intended on the Neon Nights song by Black Sabbath with Ron and James Dio as the lead. If you know, you know. But I was just so inspired coming out of a double feature, and I came across this restaurant that had a beautiful neon sign that has been up since 1908. And I had my camera on hand and I just started documenting and shooting away. It was right in blue hour after 7 o'clock or so, so still getting some ambient light. And I had my MP 240 with me, of course, my everyday carry camera, and I just wanted to start documenting right away. I was really liking the punchy colors coming from the neon lights, and I knew immediately and right away that this would fit directly into my style of photography called cinematic realism. And some of the photos I got from here rendered so beautifully, and just made my adventure up the street. Didn't end up going home, just kind of meandering throughout. Found a bar that had a beautiful, another neon sign right in front. Took a picture of that, walked a couple blocks up, and I saw a corner store with beautiful, beautiful sign out front. So I wanted to kind of make a video just to talk about why I got on this little photo journey or photo challenge to myself of documenting neon lights throughout the city. So over a couple days after I found those first initial lights, I was trying to think to myself, where else in the city do I know has neon signs that are easily accessible, something I could photograph and do at night? I have done night photography one other time, shot that entirely on film using my Hasselblad 500 cm, but this time having the MP 240 just made it a little bit easier. Didn't need to carry my tripod around. Everything was mostly handheld, and of course I had the Voltlander 35mm lens at f1.4, so had an ample range of aperture to work with. And I kept my ISO of my camera at 1600, so didn't go any higher than that, and was able to render some really beautiful images. So throughout this video, I found a couple spots. I went to Mel's Diner, tried to catch the Chiefs game that night, and then I found some other places, just kind of just walking around, catching other neon signs. There is a theater called the Four Stars. It has a great neon sign on the marquee, captured that, as well as some other spots I found, and kind of just to walk through and document like what I did, how I got ready, warmed up to capture my pictures. And yeah, just join me on this little journey and let's get to it. My first day of shooting was after the double feature and capturing those neon signs out in downtown San Francisco. And then I tried to think again, where should I shoot? So on my second day, just to warm up to the night photography scene, I went to a little grocery store, just kind of capture what I could and like understand the lighting, understand where I would be for the rest of the night. Started walking around a little bit more down the boulevard, came across a corner store, was just really liking the light coming from the store and the signage up above, and then trying to just focus on like getting those inner images from inside the store. Was able to capture some moments of that. Got asked during that time, like, what am I doing? I'm trying to go in the store. Am I trying to buy something? I was like, nah, I'm just trying to take some pictures, but thank you though. And then I finally came across Mel's Diner. As we know, it's an institution here in San Francisco, also featured in the film American Graffiti by George Lucas. If you haven't seen that, definitely check that out. But yeah, I had a chance to go in there, retro diner, was able to grab some food. The game was on. As soon as I got to the diner, there was a beautiful classic vintage car waiting for me, and I was just really loving how the neon lights were reflecting on this car. It may have been like white cream colored, but I just really just love the scene. It took me right into the 1950s, kind of what the diner is based on, and it just fit the vibe, and I was just like really happy. And there's that point in the video, like I'm just like, oh, I'm so happy. I just love real synchronicities like that when life happens like that. Was able to grab those photos, and then I went inside, got some food, again, watched the game. Chiefs won. I don't want to hear any comments about that. But, and that was my second day out. So the third day out, again, just warming up for night photography again. I kind of had my settings down, you know, shooting at 1600 ISO. I was roughly at 130th to 190th shutter speed. And then I had my aperture at like, at times it would go down to 3. And then just in like really low light situations, I bumped that up to 1.4. But that was kind of the range that I was using throughout the night. Went to a Best Buy corner store just to warm up, people coming in and out. I just, again, really like the signage. Just had a very old feeling, and I love the yellow and the red textures, so kind of getting that, and again working into some of the space inside the store to capture. Then just made my way down again. I came across the 4-Star. It's one of the retro theaters here in the city, but it's always such a treat to go to these. You know, usually 1 or 2 theaters in the place. And the 4-Star also has like a record store inside. But I really love the marquee. You can see the beautiful signage and just the colors. Again, like the red coming from the 4-Star, and then the blues as well. So a lot of the images I captured here, just really enamored by the color. I try to get some shots of me just documenting how I kind of posted up on the side, getting my composition right. And I also had, like I said, the DJI Nano on top on my shoe, on the cold shoe, just to give some point of view shots and like how I'm seeing the shot and how I'm capturing things. So a lot of these photos, took a range of pictures. It was just so beautiful. I didn't know when to stop. Just having a good time and taking these pictures and really just admiring this theater as a place that people come, you know, grab your popcorn, grab your food, and grab a record if you can, and just go in and watch the movie. I did see 2001: A Space Odyssey there, big Stanley Kubrick fan here, and it was really cool just to see that movie. You know, didn't come out when I was alive, obviously, but to see it in a theater setting, just get other people's interactions and like their takes on how the movie is progressing, especially in the beginning. Such a great place to photograph, and was able to do that throughout the evening. And then kind of winding down, I felt like I took so many pictures. I was just like standing there for a relatively longish type of time to get the pictures I wanted. I made my way down to a motel based on the video I had shown earlier, and just kind of documenting that. And again, I really like the neon signs. It's just something to see in the night. Your eye just gravitates to these signs, and it's like the hero of the night, of the street, of the block. Just seeing the reds coming from the motel, and there's like a signage of arrows coming down on the sign, and then also, you know, Gary Boulevard. Just really nice ambiance, really nice, really fun to capture, and you know, just having the time of my life, really. just glad to be able to walk in the city and just document things how I see them and really bring out the colors that inspire me, that I gravitate towards, that really accentuate my style of photography. What photos did you end up liking? Let me know down in the comments. I think this was such a great video to shoot and just kind of get my feet wet into more filmmaking, color grading videos. Just like, it's been such an eye-opening experience, and I'm having a lot of fun just kind of showing people my process, showing you all my process. And like, I really appreciate y'all for tuning in. Like, subscribe, all that. And I reached 200 of you. So thankful for you all just tuning in, watching my videos, and it's just been an awesome ride, and I can't wait to see how using, you know, the DJI Osmos Nano and just kind of being able to dial in more of my photography skills and translating that into filmmaking. I mean, the sky's the limit from here, but it's been such a fun process, and that little camera makes it less intimidating, and I'm really excited just to continue to grow and, you know, make more videos. Thank you all so much for joining me, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace out.